Hi everybody, rookie final round playthrough. Here we go with hole 1. Stretching out here a bit using a Titan with the extra mile 5. You probably won't need to stretch out as much if you have extra mile 6 plus. Max top spin, which is 4.5 bars, 2 bars of right spin. Then adjusting max plus 20, pushing up to max. And then I'm going with 3 rings of overpower. So look at the tip of the needle, passing the top of the blue ring and the shot circle there where you're taking your shot to judge your overpower. And this one rolls very nicely with max curl with extra mile 5, of course, to the green side area for an easy wedge. Hole number 2, there is a sniper rough bump from the rough on the left further up if you want it. However, I'm going with the Guardian because this is a true rookie account, slightly low level clubs. So I go with the Guardian here, mid plus 20. However, we do hit a great right. So I do believe we would have been fairly close with a perfect, but did need a further tweak. Going with the Guardian because that's the best club I have for backspin. I do need to want to use a good amount of backspin here. Speed was not bad, but like I say, great right. Missed out to the right there, but the adjustment was mid plus 20. Hole number 3, play with a katana actually, but could actually drop down here. The problem is I'm in between clubs on the second shot, so I would suggest you could stick with the katana, go with less topspin, or do not push up, because I do max plus 10 and I push up to max here, and go with half a ball of curl to the right. You'll see here, even with the great right, we are fine. But you can see once we clear the water, you see that little extra push there, we've got a bit of a speed roll, which I kind of want to avoid. I'd rather be playing with the backbone in a rookie account, because as you can see, we're in thorn range here. But level 4 thorn has only got literally 1 bar of topspin, if that. So it's not enough. So I would rather, if you are using a true rookie account, play a shorter drive and go with the backbone instead and play 3 bars of topspin rough bump as we did in the qualifying round. So here I just have to play a containing shot. I go with the max backspin approach. I adjust it max plus 0, but not really the ideal way of attacking the albatross here. So like I say, you can just reduce a little bit of yardage off your drive, and then you'll be playing kind of a min distance or min to mid long iron shot instead. We have a hole in one now on hole number 4, and it's with the backbone and a marlin. Red ring touching the beginning of the fringe. Ball guide to the hole before adding spin. Then we're going to add 2 bars of backspin, still aiming at the pin. Then add half a bar of side spin to the right. So we're offsetting to the right there. Adjustment here, maximum distance plus 15% elevation. So max distance plus 15% elevation. Hitting perfect. Bounces very, very nicely and rolls in right at pin for a beautiful hole in one on hole number 4. Hole 5, once again going with the Titan for distance, not just on the drive, but also the second shot. 3 bars of topspin, actually go with a bit more than that, go with 3.5 bars of topspin, 2 bars side spin to the left. Then I decide to push my rings because the trees are in the way, and I just max plus 10. Max plus 10, the adjustment. No need to push up. I do go with a little bit of left curl just to get me a little bit nearer to the flag for the second shot. We're okay here. We go underneath the branches very nicely and rolls to a good position on the fairway. Second shot now going to be playing with the big dog for the distance, and what I decide to do here, I think, do I want to go into the rough and roll out? But no, I decide I'm going to go with some overpower but play with backspin instead. And I'm stretching out, seeing the second bounce clearly past the rough. Thinking, do I go no spin? May come in a bit hot. So what I end up doing is I apply 1 bar of backspin. Then I stretch out. See the second bounce above the rough. I need 3 rings extra. So I adjust max plus 0. And then I push up to max and I work out. I still need to go with a ring and a half, 2 rings of overpower to clear. So you just need to work this out according to how much you push up after adjusting. Add that to the amount of overpower to get the number of rings you needed to clear the rough. So 3 rings I needed to push up. I adjusted, pushed back about a ring and a quarter, so I overpowered another 2 rings just to get over there, and it held very nicely for an easy eagle putt. Hole number 6, quarterback, and I'm going with some topspin here and 1 bar side spin to the right. I use a quasar, but I don't need to do that. I was worrying that I might be in between clubs or short for my second shot, but I wasn't, so you could easily use a marlin here, or if you want to reduce the wind, go with a navigator. Max plus 10 and push up to max after adjusting. If you do go with the marlin, you will be a bit shorter on your drive with this level of quarterback. Obviously, if you've got higher levels of quarterback, then you need to tweak accordingly. Gets a nice little bonus bounce there and a drive distance nearly 300 yards. Second shot playing with the sniper, and I should have gone with the Viper here because I forget I only have sniper 4, little over 2 bars of backspin. So I'm actually going to back up here and go with less backspin than I would like to if I had a higher club. So going with 2 bars backspin and a bit of side spin to the left. Aiming as best I can with this ball guide, and I'm adjusting this one medium distance minus 10% elevation. Medium distance minus 10. Perfect away. Bounces nicely. We get fairly close here. As I said, a little bit more backspin would have been good, and a tad bit more adjustment. You could actually go mid minus 5, I would think so, with that setup really. Hole number 7, going to use a marlin once again, and 1 bar of backspin with the backbone. I'm aiming at the pin here as best as I can with this club level. However, just having a look at this replay, I'm not totally sure about this, and I think I'm actually accidentally aiming to the right edge of the cup, which is why I'm going to miss to the right. I adjust max plus 10, which I feel is good. However, like I said, I think my initial aim was off. I should have zoomed in on the ball guide a little bit more. So max plus 10, 1 bar of backspin, but aim a little bit more accurately than me. And you'll see he'll be missing like I do to the right otherwise. So just need to aim a little bit more to the left on hole 7. Hole number 8, going with a katana for the 3 bars of right spin. Once again, this fairway will kick you over to the left. I go with full right spin, so 3 bars of right spin, and in the end I think I decide on 3.5 bar top spin. And with the extra mile 5, I'm at max half of the red ring in the rough, and I adjust max plus 10. Obviously, if you've got higher level extra mile, you'd need to just change your landing position accordingly due to the different distance. Half a ball of curl to the right, hit perfect. Could go with more curl if you have it. You're not going to risk the rough with a little bit more right curl than that. But either way, this will still play very nicely for a Guardian second shot. Now, I've tried going on the right side, but today I'm kind of feeling the left side a bit more. So that's what I go with. Max backspin and a couple of bars side spin to the right. And my adjustment here is max plus 0. And we want to bounce up to the bank at the back of the green, and then use the backspin and the slope to kick and roll the ball back down towards the pin. If you drop this one for an eagle, take it and run. It's a lovely bonus drop if it does happen, but it's very difficult to dial in on a regular basis. So have a go. It's a safe birdie if not. And there we go. A simple 3-yard, 2-yard putt for a birdie. Nobody's going to grumble at that. And finally, hole number 9. Going with a Titan for the second shot really here. I go with 2.5 top spin. It's pushing it a little bit. So for safety, I would go with 2 bars of top spin and 1 bar side spin to the right. Max distance with the quarterback level 6. Obviously, if you've got higher level quarterback with more distance, you will need to back up slightly because you'll have, obviously, a longer starting position. Max plus 10. I do not push up. Just leave it where it is after adjusting and hit perfect. And you see the reason that I mentioned the top spin here. This is a beautiful drive, but if in case anybody does overpower accidentally or you get a little extra roll, you might be in the rough. So I go with 2 bars of top spin to be on the safe side. The big dog for the second shot for the distance. Max top spin, 1 bar side spin to the right, ball guide pointing straight down the middle of the fairway between the rough on the left and the rough on the right. Max plus 0 is the adjustment here, and once we are done, we spin around and we push up along the line of the shot again right to max distance. And here I would advise a ring or 2 of OP if you feel comfortable going with that, just to make the third shot a little bit easier. Perfect ball, and we're just looking to transport here using the top spin, rolling into the shadows. Anywhere in this area where the shadows begin is fine. You'll have a clear shot to the pin with the thorn or your short iron. So not quite at max here. I'm going again with 1 bar backspin, 1 bar right spin, aiming slightly to the left of the pin, slightly to the left. But do need to tweak this one. I adjust this one max plus 10, but I do over adjust it. So we are going to miss this one on the right. So maybe the max plus 10 is good and I should just aim directly at pin instead, or we could obviously take a little bit off the adjustment. The choice is yours really, but either way it is a good chance for an eagle, but it's one of those frustrating ones. If you are going to miss, you're probably going to miss very, very narrowly like that. Good luck if you're playing rookie, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.